Welcome back to another live stream here on my channel. And yes, I know. I'm wearing a hat today for some reason. I decided not to do my hair. Hopefully the light looks good. I know I got these little lights in here, but I'm not professional at setting up lights or anything. But yeah, welcome back to another live stream. I know this is going to turn into my new regular schedule and everything, where I do my video on Wednesday, live stream Thursday, and then my whiskey related adjacent video on Fridays. So yeah, welcome everyone. I know it takes a while for everyone to get their notifications that I'm going live. Of course, everyone's got to text me the second I go live, but welcome. Today we're going to be discussing what is bourbon, not what is bourbon, that's my video tomorrow, but we're going to talk about bourbon. So yeah, that is today's video. And yeah, I don't know what the real plan is. I'm just going to drink bourbon and talk about bourbon. That's literally the whole plan of today's video. There's no real structure. We're just going to enjoy bourbon. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to enjoy that because I know a lot of people like bourbon, especially like me. And as you can tell, I love Elijah Craig, and it is a bourbon. I know I'm going to say bourbon way too many times now. But yeah, hopefully let some people trickle in and see what happens. I know I got all this stuff going on. There we go. I know I'm still trying to work this comment section and everything. But oh, here we go. We got Sharky. There we go. What's up, buddy? I know I was just talking to you 5 seconds ago, literally on Discord. Welcome. Should I pour something yet, or should I wait until a few people show up? Sometimes it takes a little bit for the people to show up, but oh well. But yeah, I know. Got to figure out how to work this thing. It's not like I have a big following anyway, so I don't really care or not really worried about all this too much. It's just I do this for fun and it gives me an excuse to buy more whiskey. And honestly, I haven't bought too much whiskey lately, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I feel like I should start off with a really good bourbon. And if I'm going to start off with a good bourbon, I think I'm going to go with something cask strength. And if you know me, cask strength whiskey or a barrel proof whiskey is more precise for the name. I'm going to actually go with Elijah Craig barrel proof. And I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but I'm going to pick one out right now. I'm going to find one. Oh, I know I got too many to actually pick from, but I'm actually going to go with A120 today. And I don't want to knock all the other stuff. So we're going to start off with Elijah Craig barrel proof A120 today because I love Elijah Craig and you can't go wrong with Elijah Craig. I'm sorry. There's no other option for it. Actually, you have a very good point there, Sharky. Should roll a dice for it. Once we get like a Dungeons and Dragons group going, I'm gonna be rolling dice a lot more. That'd be actually a lot of fun. That's what I should do, especially with having this many bottles. I could literally roll a dice, like a 20-sided dice, and be like, "Hey, like, what am I gonna drink tonight?" And then I can roll a dice on what to drink. And cork pop. That's a very good cork pop. And as you can tell, there's actually a lot left in there because honestly, A120 wasn't my favorite so far out of like all the 2020 releases and everything. But oh well. 2020, A120, it's pretty good. I'm waiting for A121 to come out. What's up, John? There we go. Got that. It said take a vote. I know. I'm not really taking a vote. I just kind of decided on my own. I haven't had A120. So I did the first time I had it was on my video where I recorded the video live and everything. I did that. And I did it all like one take. Very first time trying it all blind. And I decided C920 was my favorite. And then I went back to it like a week later. And then I haven't touched it. So I've had this twice. So this has been now probably 2 months, 3 months now. I'm not sure when that video released and when I posted it, but it literally went up like a few days later when I got the A1 or C920 in. Yeah, very Very sharp on the nose for that proof. I believe it's 136. Yeah, 136.6. So it's kind of high. Says that would be great. A plus 3 grams of Lafroig. Hey, I'll go for some Lafroig. I know Travis doesn't like it, but I'll be definitely drinking it. Yeah, so the proof is 136.6 on this one. This one's the higher proof. I know, I got my laptop screen. There we go. Or turn it that way so it can look better, I guess. I don't know. And I'm going to put it like there so you don't have to look at the computer screen. But yeah, it's 136.6. This is the highest proof for 2020. So Tim, yeah, so this isn't A121. This is A120. This is last year's batch. I haven't been able to pick up or been able to find an A121 yet. I had a buddy get me one in Kentucky. I was went and hold on to it. I'm not going to open it up until C920 comes out or C921 comes out. So I'm not going to initially open up everything right when it first comes out because I want to do a blind all at once, go all at them at the same time. Like I posted my video for this year. The second I got C920, I filmed the video and got it out there as soon as I can. I don't want to try A120 or A121. Let that bottle sit for 5 months till batch B520 comes out. And then when C920 comes out, because you're going to be comparing neck pours to bottles that have been opened and oxidized and been aerated. I just personally like to wait till all 3 batches are out and actually be able to taste them side by side and give my first initial opinion. And that's how I like to do it. But this is A120. So let's go for a sip. Yeah, I like it. I like the characteristics of it. I know why people like it, but a lot of people just chase the higher proof stuff. And to each their own. I don't really chase the high proof stuff in my opinion. Like if it tastes good with that higher proof, I'm going to like it. But if you're just going to pick like a store pick or pick a barrel proof product just because it is a high proof, I feel like you're looking at the wrong reasons, but I understand why people do it. Says, at least you're running a 720. Is it running a lower quality right now? I don't know how to adjust it. Is there a way to make it higher quality? I'm sorry if it's not running that good. Is it running bad? I know my videos that I post weekly are at 4K, and that's because I film it on my camera. And on here, I use my laptop, and hopefully it works out good. I got good internet connection, but yeah. Now you're just showing off, Tim. I'm kind of jealous right now. Where'd you get it at, or where are you located? Are you located closer to Kentucky where you can actually pick one up at? Oh, wait, sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But yeah, you're lucky for having A121 already. I'm kind of jelly. I wish I had some. But like I said, I'm not going to open it up till C920 comes out. So I'm not even going to be able to try it till September. So I'm not really too worried about it right now. Said, it looks good. I know it looks, 720 is actually, when you think about it, like 5 years ago, 720 was like good video picture for like audio, or not for audio, but for social media and stuff like that. So now, but now they're like 4K, 8K or whatever. You would have to check the camera settings and the stream settings. Yeah, this is my 3rd time using StreamYard. Hopefully it works good. I don't know. This is just directly, like I'm not using a webcam. I have my MacBook Pro that I'm just running my software, the browser software. I want to get like a DSLR or what do you call it? Mirrorless camera, like maybe like a Sony like that, so I can use it as a external video for my stream, so I can have like 4K streams. I know my service will be able to run it, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. we can look at the settings together after the stream. Yeah, Sharky, I know you can probably help me out. I'm like, when it comes to like social media and like everything else, I'm kind of illiterate unless it's something I've been using for a while, but I don't know how to use this stuff. So drink some Knob Creek Single Barrel, one of my favorites. Yeah, Knob Creek Single Barrels are actually really good. I have 2 of them that are somewhere up there. They're actually pretty good store picks and everything. Great stuff. One of the very first like bourbons I picked up at like when I had like 5 or so. Excuse me. It was a Knob Creek. I think it was 100 proof. I do not have the bottle anymore. So there's a funny story about that. So I bought that bottle when I went to not Trader Joe's. I went to Sam's Club. I was there with my brother and my mom, and we're just shopping. I think we're getting stuff to barbecue or something like that. And I wanted that bottle, and I bought it and everything. I didn't know what it was. I was like, $45, I'm buying it. So I bought the bottle. And then I had my whiskey on my bed, on top of my bed, before I had everything like this and everything. And my mom needed something to or my mom was cooking something, or my brother was cooking something, and they just went and took the bottle. I haven't opened it up yet, and they literally poured like half the bottle out to use it for cooking. And I was like, but it's okay. It was really good. I don't remember what they cooked because it must have been not that memorable. I know my sister-in-law probably is right now watching this, being like, oh my God. But oh well. But yeah, I had that bottle. That was a really good bottle, but half of it was gone before I even got to try it. But to each their own and everything. But yeah. Yeah, Knob Creek is really good. I enjoy it. But Elijah Craig is my drink of choice. I know that for sure. Because this is my 3rd time going to this. And like I said, there is some little bit, like they're barely even passing neck pour in there. And that's because I did the video that I recorded. I went back to it like a week and a half, I think like a week or 2 weeks later after I filmed that video, to kind of go past the neck pour and see what I thought about it, if I had my same initial impressions. And I still like C920. That is my favorite batch of Elijah Craig barrel proof so far. I have 11 different barrel proofs that I have. A few of them I haven't opened yet, but out of all the ones I've tried, C920 is my favorite batch so far. I really enjoy it. It's my favorite batch so far. I like the fruitiness I get from it and everything. But yeah, what's everyone else have in their glass? Does everyone else have bourbon with me? Because I know we're just going to be drinking bourbon, talking about bourbon and all that. So let me know what you have in your glass. If you're not drinking bourbon, let me know. If you're drinking rye, scotch, or whatever, what else you got in there. It doesn't really matter. I don't care what you guys are drinking. I'm going to be talking about bourbon tonight. Well, not really just bourbon. I'm going to talk about how you can join the cult of Elijah Craig, which is kind of very important to me. Get ready for tomorrow's video. That's going to be some great stuff. Highland Park Vodnut at the moment. Yeah, that is some good stuff. I like Highland Park. I know you were telling me about that. You picked up that bottle or something like that, or you weren't happy about it. I think it was. I remember you telling me about it or something like that. But the only Highland Park I currently have is the regular 12, and I have 2 bottles of it. I got one for Christmas, and I bought one myself. It's kind of like the last minute thing. I was like, oh, I already got it, but it's all good. Some good stuff. I like it. I like Highland Park stuff. I just need to explore more stuff into the non-American whiskey, because everything from, I think from like this shelf down and this way is all American whiskey. And I only have about just over 2 shelves that are non-American whiskey. So I'm starting to build my collection of Scotch, Japanese, Irish, and everything else that I have. I'm trying to diversify my collection a little bit more. Do you have Elijah Craig Glencairn glasses? No, I do not. The reason why I haven't got any Elijah Craig glasses is because there's no official, so Elijah Craig and Evan Hill, they do not have like an official place where you can actually go purchase any Elijah Craig like t-shirts, gear, anything like that. All the stuff you find online is all either like old stuff that they made for like advertisements or like promotional stuff where you buy a bottle, it comes with it kind of thing. They don't have like a website where you can actually go buy an Elijah Craig t-shirt, hat. You could get like the socks last year, I believe it was. You can get like the socks that are Elijah Craig. But there's no like real place you can actually really go buy like a Glencairn with it all engraved. It's not actually, you're not supporting like the distillery themselves or the brand themselves. You're just supporting someone that's selling the name that someone engraved on there. So I haven't got one yet, but I really need to order one. I know they're pretty cheap enough where you can just buy them all. I've got a few over there that are engraved and everything, but I need to pick up one. Woo, really enjoying that. It's a hot one. I know it's a 136.6, so it is kind of higher proof. But I heard that they make these batches with all their stuff from they're a whole bunch of rick house for what Elijah Craig, what they make. All the rick houses are metal lined, and they're all like metal sheeting on the sides of them, so it holds in the heat. And all Elijah Craig are all from the upper levels of the rick houses, so they're now like lower, so they got all that heat, all that temperature changed all throughout the day and everything. So it's great. Yeah, so no official website for their merchandise. Like I said, yeah, they don't have a website where you can go purchase t-shirts and all that. I wish they did, and if I can't, I've even messaged their Instagram, and they're like, oh, we don't really have anything. But I'm like, oh, that's great. Is I like to wear like a hat. I know Eureka, the whiskey club that they do once a month, they actually just did Elijah Craig store pick or barrel pick. It's not really a whiskey store or like a liquor store. It's like a restaurant that just happens to do store picks. But they had like mugs that they had made and hats that they had made. I'm trying to buy one of those hats from some people, but no one's really given in. And they didn't give the hats to everyone else. It was like a few people got them. Not everyone got them. But yeah. Some good stuff. I like it. It's like extra brown sugar on it. Like it literally tastes like a tea where it's like where you put the brown sugar in there and you kind of like you kept putting more in there because it didn't exsolve didn't exsolve all the way. Like it's been sitting there in the bottom of the cup and you got all the way down to the bottom of your tea. And then now you're just getting to have like thick syrup and like the crystallization at the very bottom of it. That's what I'm starting to get now. Yeah, it's like that thick brown sugar at the very bottom of the glass of like your hot tea that still hasn't dissolved yet. I kind of like it. But it is that higher proof. I know I gotta turn it. Oh, wait, wrong way. There we go. So it's not in the laptop screen. Yeah, I kind of like it more than I initially did when I first tried it. I know it's been like a few months since I did the video. And I went back to it right after that, though, but this has been sitting for this while. Alrighty. So what's everyone else have in their glass? Does anyone else got anything? Is everyone drinking bourbon? I know, Sharky, you're drinking Highland Park, though. And then, John, you're drinking the Knob Creek 9-year. I'm trying to figure out what should I go up next. Oh my God, what's up? Woo! Nothing in my glass at the moment. What's wrong with you? And you gotta get a drink in there. Or you should at least have a rum or a rye, but pick up a bourbon because we're drinking bourbon tonight. That's probably one of the best things to do. So boom, who let Marshall in here? Sadly, there's no like things that can actually stop from people joining in, but welcome. But yeah, what should we go to next? I think I'm going to leave a little bit in here and then blend everything at the end of the night. I'm going to put this over here on the end of the table. Turn this up. So someone give me some recommendations on what I should be drinking. And it must be bourbon. Someone name something. And I do not have a Knob Creek open, so I can't really join you guys in with the Knob Creek, or I can't join you, John, for drinking Knob Creek. What else do I got? I got a bunch of stuff. Should I go for a wheated bourbon? Does that sound good to you guys? That does sound good. Yeah, someone give me a recommendation. I know there's some lag between the time that the messages come in and the time that I can actually see the messages. It has like a some people said it's like a 2-minute delay before I actually get to see it. So sometimes I have to say something and it kind of takes a while for it to pop up. An old elk bought on bond, or an old elk. I don't have an old elk that's open yet. Yeah, no, I don't. I gotta do a video on old elk. I haven't done one. Let's see what the next one is. I would think something from with more of a tannic note. Maybe some Buffalo Trace. I do have some Buffalo Trace. Oh, so you did pick up that bottle. I know you sent me that message asking me about it. And have you cracked it open or anything? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo Trace tonight. I haven't had Buffalo Trace in a minute, I would say. Okay, it said my stream thing just came up and it said we're having trouble connecting to YouTube. So that may be having something going on. Sharky, you can suck it. Pour some Mitchers. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour Buffalo Trace, and then we're going to go for Mitchers. I have the USA Bourbon, so I'm going to pour some of that in a second. Let's see what the next person. No, going to be a while till I open it up. Yeah, I know. I take a while to open up my bottles anyways. I feel you about that. I have like the amount of bottles I buy, and I only open up about a bottle a week. So I got a while till I actually have all my bottles open. So let me go grab the Buffalo Trace, and I'm going to grab the Mitchers as well. Actually, I'll grab the Mitchers in a minute. But yeah, my Buffalo Trace should be right here. There we go. Hoo-yah! It's great when I have so everyone that sees my collection here, everything is actually in alphabetical order for starting out by the country of origin, then the brand, and then each individual bottling. So it's like very easy to find where everything is as long as you know the name of it and where it sits in the alphabet. But let's go for a cork pop. That is like I hit my hat though. Amateur. Let's try to get better cork pop on here. That is a set cork pop. Buffalo Trace, you suck. Actually, no, you make some good stuff, but some overhyped stuff is what you literally make. So you make all the overhyped stuff. Like, I wouldn't say overhyped. Like, they're all good, but there's overhyped. So we're drinking Buffalo Trace bourbon. I set it right there. It's gone for a nose. It's been, I would say it's been at least a month and a half since I had a pour of Buffalo Trace. Because when you have this much whiskey, it takes a while to get to everything. All right, I know some people said some stuff. So there's no going to be here. Oh, that's right. Would if I could. I know. Yeah, I miss Buffalo Trace. Now it's just smelling good. Okay, so my first initial note I'm getting off it right now. I don't know if it's because I just came from that very high proof, but this is like really sugary. And it reminds me of walking into like one of those candy stores where you get the bag and you go through and you pick everything. It smells like those gummies. Yeah, it smells like that whole store where you get like you smell the jawbreakers, all the candy and everything, and you just go through everything, you're picking them up, and then you wait at the very end. That's literally what it sounds like. You said it's not Buffalo Trace's fault that people tater all over them. All right, so I feel like it's not 100% on the distillery, but the distillery is the one that's literally helped it like achieve where it's at today. This distillery didn't go in for all the awards or hyped up everything or say like we're not going to make any more and we're going to charge this much and they're going to make it act like it's limited, even though it's actually not that limited. They released for Eagle Rare 17 this year, they released 55,000 bottles of it. And that's not limited. There are some brands that I have in here that don't even have that much bottling per year. And people just go crazy for it. Says the best cork pop I ever heard was the Evan Williams single barrel. That's actually pretty good. I gotta say, the best cork pops are Elijah Craig. Like, I don't know what way they design their corks, but they have like the satisfying like pop. Like, no matter how you do it, it's like a perfect pop every time. I think it's like the design of the bottle and like the shape of the cork, because if you look at the cork, if you look at it closely, you look at the dimensions of it, it has like a conical shape to it. It's kind of like it goes out, so it has a nice seal on it, and it fits in that bottle just perfect. Every time it has a perfect cork pop. Said, agreed. I know. Elijah Craig is the best bourbon ever. I wish I had. You're going to see the video tomorrow, and you're going to see the part that I want to say right now, but I'm not going to spoil it for everyone. Tomorrow's video is actually all about bourbon, and it's not really about bourbon. It's what is bourbon and what makes bourbon bourbon. And at the very end of the video, it's only like 1 minute and 30 seconds long, like the whole video, but have to watch the whole video and watch that last section because you're going to enjoy that part. I had to add that in because I'm a huge Elijah Craig fan and tater. I just love it. But yeah, this Buffalo Trace literally smells like I'm in a candy store right now. But it also has like a powdered sugar smell as well. You got like that corn on there. You can taste the corn. You can taste the corn whiskey in it. Like, I'm not saying like it tastes like corn whiskey, but you get all that flavors from the corn. It tastes like that malted corn right there. You get like a slight vegetable note. I kind of like it. Yeah, can't go wrong with Buffalo Trace. It's some great stuff. I love it. Can't go wrong with it. Like I said, there's some people that like this stuff gets allocated itself. Like the regular basic Buffalo Trace is allocated now, and it can be quite expensive. I know some places like they can sell this for like $50, $75, maybe even $100 for a bottle. I've seen it online. I'm like, I don't know why people would pay that, but because this typically goes for about $23 to about $24, depending on if you can get it on sale or not. I can check my spreadsheet, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I believe it is about $23 in my area. And if you guys can put down below what it is in your area, if you have it available, and what the price is for Buffalo Trace. All right, see. For Rite Aid for $20 last night. You need to stock up. Yeah, that is a good price. For being only $20, super good stuff. When you're at Rite Aid, see if you can find old style bottles of Elijah Craig. Oh, wait. Oh, it's up there. So the Elijah Craig, the original bottles, look, they call it the pirate bottle. It's like a rounded bottle and it's shorter, stubbier, and fatter. If you find one, pick it up. It may have the actual letter 12 on the front, or it may have the 12s on the back. It may just say small batch. If you find one, pick it up. I'll compensate you for that, because those bottles, you can't get them anymore. Very hard to find. Well worth it if you can find it. And I've actually traded for that one. And then I bought my 2 other ones that are actually 12-year front labels from Europe. And I paid a pretty penny for them. But I'm happy to have them in my collection because you can't really get them anywhere. All right. Between $25 and $30. Honestly, for that price point, I would still pay it. But it is up there. I would still pay that, but it's still good. Yeah, keep a lookout. If you find one that has a 12 on the front, you'll make me a very happy man. I'll hook you up with a lot more samples, actually, if you do. Have you tried any of those? I know you said you tried the rye so far, but let me know if you liked all the samples I got for you. Oh, yeah. Buffalo Trace is good. Can't go wrong with it. It's a very good example of what bourbon is. I know I got to get my water in. Got to keep hydrated. All right. But yeah, that's some good stuff. For being a budget bottle, A live stream I'm going to do pretty soon. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Maybe in like a few weeks or so. I'm going to do it just budget whiskey. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go like Total Wine or go to like any store that I can find and literally buy the cheapest bottle you can find on the shelf for each category. So I'm going to do Scotch, bourbon, American whiskey, rye. I may do like a blended whiskey as well and the single malts and stuff like that. Like I'm going to do I'm not going to do each region of Scotland just yet. I'm just going to be doing the basic like single malt, blended whiskey, Irish whiskey, the cheapest stuff you can find, bourbon, rye, and all that. Japanese whiskey, there is some budget stuff. There's like some cheap bottles out there. Like I think Toki is like the cheapest bottle you can buy, which I have, but I believe it's the cheapest. There may actually be some other stuff in there, but yeah. So yeah, and pretty soon I'm gonna be doing that live stream and maybe do a video on it of all the cheapest bottles you can purchase at a store, and I'm gonna talk about, are they good? Are they worth it? Are they like a hidden gem that no one buys because it's so cheap and whatnot? All right, John, I see you just posted your message. I tried the rye Christmas in a hold on bottle. I know that stuff is just amazing. I love everything that's in that bottle. Does it remind? Have you been to Disneyland during Christmas time and literally walk down Main Street and you can smell that? It's literally what it smells like, because they literally pump out scents by the candy store to try to draw people in. They literally do that where they actually put scents out into the air to make people want to eat stuff. It's genius and it smells amazing. That's literally what the bottle smells like. Should probably put not Elijah Craig. I know I love Elijah Craig, but put Angel's Envy rye into like a fog machine and see what happens, because that probably have a good result, to be honest. Alrighty, coming up on the end of this one. Get a few more minutes. I like Buffalo Trace. It's not bad. It's pretty dang good. It is a very good, solid example, but it's like that very nice, sweet characteristics and everything. Elijah Craig has like that peppery note, and I love it. Says, hello, yep, I know. Disneyland's an amazing place. I kind of miss it right now because they're closed, but oh well. That's normally where I actually go drink outside of my house, is at Disneyland, because they have some great selection at some of their bars, or one of their bars. I'm not going to say where, but if you know, you know. So now I'm going to make Marshall happy. I think it was somewhere up there. Hold on, where's it at? We're going to drink some Mitchers. Where's this comment at? Trying to find it. It's up in the glass in the moment. Is it this one? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to pour some Mitchers right now. Let me grab it and enjoy some. Let me know if you guys changed out what you're drinking tonight so far, what you've been drinking and whatnot. Please let me know what you have in your glass, because I'm intrigued. Let me know. So Mitchers right here, right next to the mellow corn that we blended the other night with Redbreast 27 for some reason. All right, let's go for a cork pop. It probably won't be good as Elijah Craig, but let's go for it. That's a hard cork. Hold on. Let's get a better cork pop on this. It's like it has that kind of like cork, kind of like squeak. Has that squeak, but it's not that good of a cork pop, to be honest. But oh well. Nothing will be an Elijah Craig cork pop. I don't care. It won't. A little more. There we go. That should be enough. The cork. There we go. So this is the Mitchell Small Batch USA Bourbon Kentucky Straight Whiskey US 1. So let's go for our nose. So it has like that barn dust note, and it has like this aerosol, kind of like that smell. It smells like you've been spraying like spray paint, like that, kind of like that like that chemical that like, you feel like you get high when you smell it for some reason, like when you've been painting something. It's literally what it smells like. But it smells like you've been in a barn with all the dust and everything, like hay and like that dusty note. But it's like it has like kind of like that. Like you've been spray painting a little bit. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just getting off it because I've been transitioning everything between all these drinks. Said I want to try the sour mash one. I've had the sour mash. I kind of like it. So sour mash, if you don't know what sour mash means, it literally means you took a little bit of the mash before and you transfer it over so it can get the fermentation and all that. So you just continue on the flavors and you allow it to develop over time, and you kind of get the yeast strain to change over time as well. And you get a little more of a pronounced flavors with that as well. Turn that forward. There we go. Looks better. Yeah, I love Mitchers. It's actually very good stuff. All right, let's go for a taste. Yeah, just a good basic bourbon. It's nothing fancy, not like gonna blow off your pants or anything. It ain't no Elijah Craig, I can tell you that. I know, shots fired. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. I like it. It is its own. It's kind of like one of those things like Elijah Craig, you get like that peppery note. So it is kind of like an acquired taste, you can say. But if you like Mitchers, I know a lot of people that like Mitchers. I got a buddy that all he does is collect it with along with E.H. Taylor as well. But he literally has every release besides. He hasn't got a Mitchers 25 yet. He's been trying to get one. No one wants to sell theirs, and he's not going to pay the secondary price on it. I think he will, but he's going to end up having to because no one's going to really sell it to him. Oh, yeah. Just a beautiful pour. Just a classic bourbon. But it has like that nice bite in like the back of your throat when you drink it. Has like that Christmas, or not Christmas, but crispness where it's like that. It kind of like you can feel like the shock of like your throat touching it. Yeah, it's almost like a, you can feel it right there. Now I'm making sound effects. So what does everyone think about Mitchers bourbon or USA or USVA 1? It's actually, no, it's just US 1. Yeah, small batch USA 1. Let's see what the little tag reads out. See if it has any information on what the actual name is about. So we are proud to offer our small batch Kentucky bourbon in this Mitchers traditional, hailing from America's first American distillery company. So it doesn't really have any distinct. It just talks about the history of the distillery and all that, and it has the batch number on it. Not really worried about that. But yeah, I really like that barn note that I get on stuff. I typically get like a barn note, like that dusty note from wheat. So it may have wheat. I don't know what the mash bill on Mitchers is. Yeah, it didn't say it on there. If anyone knows the mash bill for Mitchers USA 1, please put it down in the comments below. Someone do like a quick Google search and see what the mash bill is. If it does have some wheat, I do not know what the mash bill is. But I typically get that dusty note from wheated bourbons or wheated whiskey. I got hiccups in it. But I typically get like the dusty note from wheated whiskey. Yeah, no, I like it. It's just like a very traditional bourbon. Nothing too fancy, nothing too out of the ordinary. It is like a basic traditional bourbon. But yeah, now I know everyone's texting me now. Here we go. It's like, hey, buddy, you should be watching my live. I'm going to be roasting my friends a little bit, but it's all good. There we go. Yeah, what does everyone think about Mitchers? Do you guys like it? Does anyone have the mash bill yet? Someone look it up. If you can let me know what is the mash bill. I know they probably don't tell everyone because it's probably like a trade secret and whatnot, but I kind of want to know what it is. Oh, look, now we got a bunch more people in here. Welcome, people. So, cheers, HB Car Guy. What's up? What's up, Lucas? Don't roast me. Wow, you showed up literally as I started talking about people, and you showed up now finally. What's up, man? I'm gonna start roasting everyone again. But yeah, what should I pour next? Give me another recommendations. I want another bourbon. Should I go for something? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys give me a recommendation on what to have. Was working. Oh, I know he's texting me now. Man, you're letting my phone ring middle of this right now. It's all good. I'm gonna turn my silencer on. It's all good. But someone give me a recommendation what to pour next. Got a few more minutes, so we're gonna get a fourth whiskey in here. See what's going on. If I can change this right now, see what happens. Nope, that doesn't do anything. It's all good. But yeah, someone give me a recommendation for a whiskey to drink. Or not a whiskey, a bourbon to drink. Going for a bourbon right now. I know it takes a while for the stream and the text to show up, and people take a while to put in the comments. But yeah, let me know what whiskey should I be pouring. See if I can type in. Can I type in here? It says, pick another bourbon. That work? And quick chat. On your left. So you said, well, I said, wait, hold on. Cheers. And you said, on your left, pick another bourbon. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, wait, the chat's starting to. The yellow label, you're talking about this one? Mellow corn. So mellow corn is actually technically, it can be considered a bourbon, but I don't think it's aged in new charred oak. So you said, so pick another bourbon. You said 79, 11, 10. What does that mean? Oh, the mash bill. The mash bill is 79. So it is 79% corn. Is it 11% rye and then 10% malted barley? That's what I'm thinking. That's the mash bill. Yes, that one. That one is not considered a bourbon. I'm actually going to grab it and show you guys. I believe it's considered a straight corn whiskey. Yeah, it's considered a straight corn whiskey. It is not considered a bourbon because I don't believe it's aged in new charred oak. Yeah, it doesn't have any information on it. If Travis was here and watching my stream, he would be able to tell me a lot more about it. But I believe it's not new charred American oak. It may be used, I'm not sure, but it's considered a straight corn whiskey because the mash bill is 100% corn. So did someone pick out something yet? Yep, that one. That one doesn't count because that's not a bourbon. That one doesn't count. All right, it says corn. Says corn, rye, and wheat. Oh, so it's wheat. So it's not malted barley. So I am right. It has that dusty note from the wheat. I'm an expert, guys. Oh, barley. Now you make me look bad. I thought it was wheat. All right, blue label, top left. So are you talking about... So this is my right. That's talking about this one up here. That's Scotch. If you're talking about the bottle right here, this is Scotch right here. I know. I'm making it hard for you right now. And say, yep. Top. Yeah, I know. John, you're going to be laughing at it. But yeah, let's pick another one. So you got to pick something from here over. Actually, let's pick a number between 1 and 4. Someone pick a number between 1 and 4. That'll make it so much easier. Pick a number. Wait, hold on. How do I go back? Am I doing the right keypad? Hold on. I can't see what the keypad's got, like a different 1 and 4. There we go. Now I'm making it work. I know. I'm trying to make this work. All right. So John, pick a number between 1. Pick a number between 1 and 4. So you said 3. So that's going to go 1, 2, and then 3. So it's on that shelf. So someone pick a number between 1 and 8. I should just use a number sign because it's going to be so much quicker. Pick a number between 1 and 8. And this time we're actually go from the bottom up. So pick a number between 1 and 8. Pick a number. All right, so the first number that popped up was 6. So we're going to go from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 3 whiskeys that are on that shelf. So pick a number between 1 and 3. There we go. And we're going to go from right to left. Right to left. So pick a number between 1 and 3. I know there is a delay on everything. So you got to kind of be fast, and it takes a while for it to pop in the chat. And John, it said you picked number 8. I think that was from the last one, but it finally just showed up. All right. Here we go. We got number 2. So that is Maker's Mark. So let me go grab that real quick. That's a bourbon, right? No. I believe it's considered a bourbon. I don't know why I'm dawning on me. Yeah. Maker's Mark is considered a bourbon. Oh, wait, hold on. What happened to my chat? Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, it is considered. It's a wheated bourbon. I know that, but for some reason I was like, is it a bourbon? But yeah, I knew it was a bourbon for some reason, but for some reason it wasn't working. But get ready for the best cork pop of all night, because this one can't really be beat, because here it goes. Here we go. There we go. Best cork pop of all night. Because you can't really compete with Elijah Craig that has a cork pop like that. But oh well. There we go. Don't need too much yet. Oh no, I'm just messing with you because it's literally a screw cap. I know. That's why I was saying it's the best cork pop ever. Here we go. Got to get comfortable for this. Oh, yeah. I love Maker's Mark. Got that wheatness and all that wheated bourbon in there. Cheers from you and your water. I know I got to get you over here and try some whiskey. That's the devil's drink. You don't like Maker's Mark? You don't like Maker's Mark? You don't like it? Sorry, Donald. I know it's not Irish whiskey, but today's video is on bourbon, so kind of focusing on bourbon today. And this is what the numbers came out to and why I had people ask and everything. I really need to get a very good... You have any recommendations for bourbon finished or bourbon aged Irish whiskeys? Something that's like very like bourbon forward. I know you're the Irish whiskey Yoda, so I'm sure you got some type of recommendation. So where is it at? There we go. The artificial cherry note is thing in the vial. I know you get like that. It smells like it's not like cherry. Like when you think of cherry, it's that like that fake red cherry you get on like your ice cream, where it's like been injected and it's like fake and made in like a factory. That's that cherry you get. It's not like like a real cherry. It's like that fake red looking cherry thing, but it's a real cherry, but it's like been genetically modified to smell and taste like that. And I'm sure it's like it's made in like sugar and all that as well. Maraschino cherry, yes. But it's not like when I say maraschino cherry, I think of like the dark red ones, like the fancy maraschino cherries. But I'm talking about like the fake looking, like bright red. Like if you put underneath a black light, it'd be glowing red. But yeah, I think of like that red cherry. So Donald has anything for Colonial straight ex bourbon would fit the bill for what you're looking for. Yeah, I have to get some stuff. I know. So I'm been done buying anything American whiskey currently. I'm trying to build up my Irish whiskey library and my Scotch library. I'm just slowly adding everything to the list. I'm just trying to be more diversified in my collection now. Oh yeah, I kind of like this. It's a good wheated bourbon. It's a good, nice budget, and it's available everywhere. It's not too offensive, but I do get that cherry note that you talking about, Donald. 100% agree with you. It is kind of vile, but I haven't met a whiskey that I don't like. It's just each whiskey has a proper time and scenario that they're all great in. So they're all personally good. I personally like them, but oh well, to each their own. I know you love your Irish whiskey and you like Scotch a little bit more than anything that's American whiskey. But yeah, no, I like it. Can't go wrong with it. If it's at a bar and it's pretty much the only thing they really have, I will drink it. I'll enjoy it. I'm not going to say no to it. All right, guys. Now I'm going to do like a quick blend and mix them together and see what happens. I'm going to grab another glass here. I'm going to pour a little bit of each of one. So this is, for the people that showed up late, this is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch A120. I'm going to pour a little bit in here. There we go. And then this is Buffalo Trace. Yeah, just regular Buffalo Trace, or no other name for it, just Buffalo Trace. Pour some in there. I'm going to go for a little bit about equal parts. And then we're going to go with Mitcher's Small Batch USA 1 Straight Bourbon Whiskey, I think is the name. Or Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. There we go. Equal parts. And now let's add in the Maker's Mark. There we go. Let's let it marry for a little bit. Only Irish whiskey I've had was Jameson. And don't get me wrong, Jameson is some great stuff. Next time I see you, or we're going to be doing some trading some bottles and whatnot, I'll get you some pours and some samples of the Irish whiskey. You'll be blown away from everything that's offered from Jameson. Jameson makes a lot of great stuff, not just basic Jameson, like they got Black Barrel, Caskmate Stout, the IPA edition as well. They have a lot of great stuff. And then all the great stuff from Redbreast. I completely love Redbreast. And also you got Middleton that has Method and Madness. Love that stuff as well. If you want an adventure, that is definitely an adventure right there. But yeah, I'll definitely get you some samples of some Irish whiskey so you can try it. And then also I have that West Cork that is kind of like hidden right there in the video. That is actually a single malt Irish whiskey. Yeah, single malt. I'm trying to make sure that's the right one. That's right there. It's good. It's the very first single malt Irish whiskey I've ever had. So it was a different experience. I never had one before, a single malt Irish whiskey that I know of. So it was my first impressions of having a single malt. So Donald has got something here IPA edition wasn't great in my opinion. So when I first picked up stout and IPA, I bought them both at the same time and tried them. When I first cracked them open, I liked the IPA edition, but I typically liked at the time when I bought it, I liked IPA beers, so I liked it. And then over time, stout became my favorite Jameson of all time. And then since I've been drinking Jameson for a while now, and then now I transitioned to my favorite Jameson of all time is actually Black Barrel. I haven't opened up my Bow Street 18 yet, or my Special Reserve or Limited Reserve. Yeah, my 18 Limited Reserve. I haven't opened up any of those yet, but currently my favorite Jameson that is easy to pick up and easily available right now is actually Jameson Black Barrel. I really like it. But yeah, I personally liked IPA when I first opened it, but now I personally like Black Barrel. But I went from IPA to stout to now liking Black Barrel. Yeah, it's starting to get married a little bit. Sometimes it does take some while for it to actually like marry and get all the flavors in it, and they're not harsh and everything. Kind of a lot going on there, but you definitely get the high proof and the barrel proof Elijah Craig. Get that weededness. You get that brown sugar as well from the Buffalo Trace. Almost like a creaminess as well, almost like a thick cream, like a coffee creamer. All right, let's go for a taste. Very short finish, though. Very, very short. Shouldn't you have been making this with some ice? Well, you can. All right, so you can. I'm not going to bash anyone for mixing their drinks with ice. It's an all preference thing. If you want to drink your whiskey with ice, definitely go ahead. It does lower that proof. It does hide some flavors. It does water it down. But it is some great stuff. You can mix with some ice. It gives you a different experience. I personally like to drink my whiskey neat, and I get a little more experience out of it. But I do add water into my whiskey to kind of try new things, get the oils to come out and all that. But that is just when I'm exploring stuff. But typically when I'm enjoying a pour, it's always neat, unless I have like a mixed drink or I have like a Manhattan and whatnot. But yeah, dang, this was an hour flew by. I know this was actually a very quick stream. I literally have like 2 minutes left. I don't know how it went by so fast, but yeah, it was a very good stream though. I really enjoyed today's video or today's live stream. Always had something going on. It felt like everything was going great so far, I think. I don't know. Put down below what you guys have in your glass so far. I know I got a few more minutes to go. I know it's like 8:59. I know I'm in California, so it's only 9 o'clock right now, or almost 9 o'clock. I know there's Donald. I think you're in Eastern Standard Time zone, right? You're 3 hours ahead of me, so it's almost midnight. But I know this hour pretty much flew by really quickly. But yeah. This has a very, very short finish, guys. So what do you think about today's lineup? I know this was all about bourbon. And tomorrow's video is literally about bourbon and what makes bourbon bourbon. I know I keep saying it like that because I think it's funny to say what makes bourbon bourbon, but it should be more classified as what does whiskey need to meet to be considered a bourbon, and that's literally like my video. It's a very short video. It's only about like a minute and like 30 or 40 seconds long. So it's a very nice, short, sweet video, but make sure you guys watch it all the way through because at the very end, you're going to love what's at the very end because I love Elijah Craig and hopefully it works on you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tease it anymore. That's all I'm going to say is enjoy the whole video and see what happens. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's video. It's the last segment of you mentioned. Yeah, I know that last part. You're going to enjoy it. Hopefully. I know everyone's probably going to laugh at it. Hopefully, but that video goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yes, I know. But yeah, does anyone got any comments or concerns before I go? And I know I'm going over a little bit, but I don't care. There's no one actually streaming after me, so I'm not worried about going over on anyone's stream right now. And I'm probably just going to go over to the Discord, jump in the voice chat. If you're in the Whiskey Tribe Discord, let's go jump into the voice chat after this and hang out. I don't really have anything else to worry about for the rest of the day. So, oh, and same chat. I'll give it a minute because I know this chat takes a while for it to upload in here, but oh well. Give it a minute. So I don't think anyone's going to comment anything because, I don't know, it just takes a while. That's the one thing I have to get used to here is like I have to say something and then I have to have like a fill-in time until something shows up. It just takes that while for it to happen. All right, guys, I think I'm just going to end it here because I know this chat, it takes like a minute or two for all the chats to actually line up with the video and everything. And sometimes they don't come in order. So it's like completely weird in like this whole like limbo stage of everything going on. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, guys, today. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hold up. I think you guys are actually probably liked this video already. If you haven't already, for the few of you that are here left, make sure you like this live stream so it can bump up and everyone can start to see a little bit more. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm sure you're all subscribed already. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. May it the best of your past, may the worst of your future. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Yeah, I got to